right, y'all, we made it on the boat. We're here together, so let me tell you the whole rundown. We got the 7-foot cast net right there. We've got a box of salts right there. We got a bucket and a cooler. If I do run into the herring, I'm going to take some water, put it in the cooler, put some salt in there. When I put the herring in there, it should freeze almost immediately. Now, I haven't thrown a cast net in over a year, and this is the largest cast net that I've ever attempted to throw. Now, when you're throwing a cast net, whether on boat or shore, it really helps to have waders on. I know you're not necessarily supposed to have waders on when you're on a boat, just because if it gets filled with water, you know, you're going right under. But I think I've got a little advantage here because these are not chest waders, these are just pants waders. So the belt could be tight, and in fact, with the air trapped in here, it almost would be like a dry suit, I think. But when you throw the cast net out, I'll demonstrate in a second, you get tons of water everywhere, and you basically, it's like you're going swimming if you're wearing jeans or sweats. You get completely soaked pants. So pants waders are what I'm using today. Now let's see if we still have what it takes to get some herring with this cast net. Oh, and a nice waterproof jacket really helps also. All right, what do we have here? We got a lot of weights on here. This is a big cast net. 15-foot radius, man. All right, make sure it's no tangles. Looks like no tangles. I'm going to split this to about 50% on one side, 50% on the other. Grab it about halfway. Just grab it just like that. We're going to take the 150%, we're going to throw it over our hand, and we're going to grab that, okay? And then we're going to take a little bit of this net, put it over our thumb, and then grab it from the bottom. And let's see how we do. First throw of 2023. Not bad. That'll catch some fish. All right, that's all the practice we need. Let's go get some fish, man. Morning.
How you doing?
Good?
Fishing?
Yeah, going for herring.
Right on, right on. When's the last time you were boarded by the Coast Guard?
Never, actually.
Okay. Yeah, while we're hopping over, if you wouldn't mind grabbing your license, driver's license, and the reg for the boat, and then we'll just take a look at some of your, you might move your drone. I just don't want to mess up any of your switches here. Yeah, a little slippery, so I'm good.
Okay. Let me...
You're good, Chief.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, license, and then the reg for the boat. We'll look at some of your safety gear, and then we'll get out of your hair, let you get back to doing what you're doing.
Okay.
Stay here.
Let's take some of this stuff out.
Take a look at that while you're looking for your other stuff.
Yeah. Flares and
I
stuff.
can give that back to you, sir, so I don't lose that on your
Okay.
busted up. I don't even see your flares inside today.
Okay. Oh man, I don't know if I have that registration on me.
Okay. What's the size of your boat? Do you know off the top of your head?
1511. It's 16 foot.
16 feet? Okay, cool.
It says on the side, Sea Chaser 1511.
Yeah, cool. Oh yeah, we'll go with 16.
Yeah.
So you got a second one down there too. I'll just make sure. That's not the same one, is it?
No, that's a different one.
Yeah, this one you're going to want to replace because it's got the gauge.
Okay, yeah,
It might not work out for you.
Okay, I tested that one. I shouldn't have tested it.
You got a wearable life jacket there. That's good.
Yeah.
Make sure it's Coast Guard approved.
Here.
Yeah, I can see the thing right there.
Okay.
You got a horn on your dash for sound signal?
Yeah.
An air horn or anything like that? Cool.
Yeah.
You got, I know you're the only person on board the boat, but you got a throwable somewhere on board?
No.
No?
Is that, you required to have a throwable?
It's 16 feet. Yeah. You're the only one on board today, so it's not like it really makes a huge difference anyway, because you can't throw one to yourself.
Yeah.
But maybe when you get back to the marina.
1511 though, it does say that. So
What does the reg say though? Does the reg say 1511? Or
Yeah.
it just says it say 16?
No, 1511.
All right, then don't worry about it then. 'cause
Okay. I guess they probably did that just for that reason, maybe.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because it all goes off whatever it says on your paperwork.
Okay. Yeah. Of all my years, I've never been boarded. I launch out of Half Moon Bay all the time, or Moss Landing,
Okay.
Monterey, but yeah.
So for the registration, it's not a safety issue, obviously. It doesn't make a difference, but it'll just be a warning, so there'll be no paperwork coming your way, any violations or anything like that. Just laminate it, throw it on your boat for next time.
Okay.
I will say that because if you are boarded again and don't have it next time, then it will turn into a
citation.
A citation.
Okay.
Yeah, so easy fix.
Yeah. Pretty cool job.
Got its days, you know.
You ever run into anything, well, besides like little violations and stuff? You ever run into drug smugglers or anything like that? Anything crazy?
I've ran into some stuff like that up in Ritchie Bay when I first got here, and before I was at this station, I was on one of the cutters in Alameda, the big white ships.
Yeah.
We used to punch down south and board drug smugglers running up from Central America.
Yeah.
He was at a station in Texas right on the border, so he's seen
it
his
all.
fair share too. Yeah, but all the big drug busts come at the border stations and the big major cutters.
San Diego or something like that.
Or San Diego, yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you get on one of those big boats and you punch way down, you'll catch them down there coming up. You do run into a fair amount of characters, you know.
Yeah. Do you know, is it legal to have a weapon on board, like a gun?
Nope,
no,
it's not illegal.
Okay.
We just asked that question because number one, if you do, we just like to know for safety reasons, obviously.
Yeah.
And depending on what kind of gun it is, obviously we might have to run like a serial number on it or whatever, but if it's just like a regular pistol,
yeah,
it's really just a safety thing. Just make sure we know if somebody's armed or not.
Because I've heard conflicting reports, some people saying if you're fishing you can have a gun on a boat, but no.
Have a gun on a boat, like in accordance with federal law, you can have a gun on a boat no matter what your purpose of voyage is. Obviously just follow all local state laws when it comes to like concealed carry or anything like that, but on our side of the house,
you just have it stored on your boat. It's not an issue.
Yeah,
Can
we
you
run into people all the time who got them in little like fucking what's it called, pelican case or whatever. And, yeah.
Is it like if you caught a big fish for some reason and you just had to like dispatch it right there in the water, would it be legal to shoot it in the water? Or is that like more of a defense thing? You only use it when...
I mean, if someone saw you shooting something on the bay this close, like say...
Well, not in the bay,
right
like say in the ocean, outside
there,
the
like
gate.
past the Golden Gate Bridge?
Yeah.
I doubt anyone would have any problems with you doing that. I mean, don't quote me on that, obviously, but...
just curious because they do that in Alaska, and I know it's way different in California. Yeah. All right, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Man, I was worried they were going to stop me from my drone. I was about to throw the drone away. I didn't know what to do. I had the drone in my hand, but I'm about to throw the drone up right now and then make a cool B-roll shot. Anyway, it's supposed to all flow with each other, but whatever. We're almost to the spot, but coming across this, just wanted to say one thing to look out for after any big storm. A lot of the times there's so much debris out here, like this huge log. You run into that log, your prop hits it, oh man, it could bust a hole in your boat, no problem. And there's tons of those things floating around the bay, especially after a storm, so always keep your eyes peeled. We're in Sausalito right now. A lot of times this is where the first spawn happens. Driving around, don't see anything. No boats, no birds diving. Not a good sign. I'm gonna scout out around here for about, I don't know, whoever knows how long. I'm just driving around seeing if I see anything on the fish finder. Gonna go up to the restaurant and then maybe head across to Belvedere. This is Sausalito. A very expensive place to live, just across the Golden Gate Bridge. We're in 8 feet of water. There's birds all around. I see pelicans diving. That's about the best sign you can get. So I'm gonna head over here and see what's going on, see if I can throw the cast net and get some herring. Well, first thing I'm gonna do is get some water in this cooler, just in case we get some herring. All right. That should be enough to freeze them. And while I'm at it, I'll just dump this ice out. A really nice ice bath. All right, let's see what we can do. I mean, there's birds everywhere, man. I'm just gonna throw one time and see what happens. Oh, it looks like there might be some herring there. All right, 50% goes over. Grab one here, grab one here. All right. All right, I'm in position to throw. Let's move to a spot where it looks like there's some activity. All right, I don't know. This looks like it could be fish. Let's give it a try. Let's see what happens here. Ooh, pancake, baby. I mean, if there's anything here, I know we got something. No way we didn't on that throw. Oh yeah, got a few. Nice. Hey baby, we got them. That was a nice throw right there. Hey, look at that. We got some herring, y'all. Yeah, we do. These are good sized ones too. All right. Straight into the water you go, guys. Oh, there goes my camera too. All right, man, that was a beautiful throw. Look at these herring, man. Look at these gorgeous herring right there. Look at that. So they got them in the ice water. Now that we know they're here, we'll dump some of this ice in and just get them to freeze fast. That should be enough. We got herring, y'all. Did you see that throw too? That was a great throw for being one of my first throws. This right here is a cast net by Promar. It's a 7-foot, like I was saying, 14-foot radius. This is how I'm throwing them. I'm doing 1-foot coils, and I'm going up to the horn. Once I get to the horn, I'll grab that there, and I'll make sure there's no tangles in the net. Now I'll separate 50% on one side. I'll grab about halfway. I won't twist it, but I'll just grab it in my hand. I'll take that 50%, I'll put it over my hand and grab that. Then I'll grab a little lit line here. I'll put it over my thumb, and then I'll grab this. And when I throw, I hold this on a little bit longer. And when I do that, it allows the net to open up all the way. So let's scout around. I'm ready to throw. It's a heavy net, but if I could find them, it'll be worth it. All right, this looks pretty fishy to me. Let's see what we can do here. Beautiful throw. Backwards a little bit, let it sink all the way to the bottom. It's 8 feet here, not very deep. Now when I'm pulling it up, I'm gonna give it little pulls, just so I can close everything in on that. All right, I believe we should have some herring here again. Let's see what we got. We got a few. We got a few good sized ones there. 3 good fatties. And then we just drop it in there, just like that. All right, awesome. Man, look at this one. That's a spawner. Look at that big boy. That's a herring right there. We can pickle those, no problemo. Now I got the cast net in. I'm just gonna get ready to throw again. So just in case I cross, ooh, there's diving right over there. Just in case I cross a nice patch of them, I'm locked and loaded, ready to throw. One more thing about this cast net. This is a 1/4 inch. I wanted to get a 1/4 inch because sometimes when you get the 3/8 inch, those ones, if you go for anchovy later in the season, they get tangled so bad in the net. So this 1/4 inch allows you to go for herring and allows you to go for anchovies later in the season. All right, we're locked and loaded. Let's go find them. I think there's a lot right here. So we'll throw, we'll hold it in our hand a little bit longer, and that allows it to open up all the way. So dropping it down, we're 9 feet deep. That should be near the bottom already. Yep, that's on the bottom. Now we'll do small little pulls, close that bottom of the net, and see what we got. Anything? Yeah, we got, oh, that's good. Look at that. Hey, hey. How many we got here? Oh, there's at least 10 in there. Look at that, baby. Woo! It really pays to learn how to throw a bigger net. It would be tough to throw a 4-foot cast net in this. I mean, I feel like I'm in a good enough spot where I can just keep on throwing. So that's what I'm gonna do. and just hold it, and that holding it, that's what opens the cast net. So here we go, 10 feet, you're gonna do the same thing. All right, we're on the bottom. Let's see what we got here. Did I hit the mother load on this one? Or did I skunk on it? We got some nice ones. Yeah, look at that. Every throw, if we can get 5 or 6, that's a good day. But I'm looking for one throw where we can get just 100. I honestly think they're just everywhere here, so I could just keep throwing and I'll pick away at them slowly. All right, looks like there's some herring below us. Now we're gonna hold that for 1, 2 full seconds, maybe even 3. And that's what just, everything opens, and then when it's tight, boom, let it go. All right, let's see what we got. So sometimes you'll get a bunch of them, right? You can bring the horn, this is the horn, bring it up about halfway, and then grab the whole net, shake those anchovy or herring down, they'll be held in the basket, and then put it over whatever you're gonna put it in, cooler, bucket, whatnot. Boom, they all flop out just like that, and you can get ready to throw again. This is a great day. Hell yeah. Oh man, I'm getting hungry. This is a workout of a workout. I am so exhausted. My arms are gonna be sore tomorrow, 100%. I probably did about 70 to 100 throws. You can see how important it is to have a waterproof jacket and some waterproof pants, maybe a bib. Helps so much. You'd be miserable if you didn't have that. We made it home, and this is our haul. An entire cooler full of herring. That's pretty good right there. I like it. So I'm gonna do a few things right now. When I got out there, originally I threw that salt in the water. So a lot of these are basically frozen. They're hard, ready to be frozen for bait. So I'm gonna get the good size ones just like that. That would be a perfect bait size. And I'm gonna put those either in a tray, or since they're frozen already, I'll just throw them in a Ziploc bag, take all the air out, and throw them in the freezer. Now with these bigger ones, these are gonna be perfect for canning and eating. So I'm gonna separate a bunch so my family and I can eat that tonight. And then I'm gonna fillet some up, I'm gonna smoke that, and we're gonna bring it over to Daniel's house and try that together tomorrow. And the rest I can fillet, scale, and can. And those could be good and eaten 2 years from now, 3 years, 5 years from now. So that's the plan. This is all to smoke and for dinner. Ooh, that's a good size for bait. These are for either smoking or for canning. These are for bait, for salmon or halibut next year. That's good for a day of fishing right there. This stuff makes such good lingcod bait. You don't even have to have live bait when you got these herring. So those are for dinner tonight. A few left over to cut up and can later. There's our bait for the rest of the year. And a couple bags for Daniel, some gifts for some friends. And that's a pretty good haul for one day. Now I'm just getting these ready to be canned and smoked and cooked tonight. So first thing, I'm just doing a quick scale. Yeah, it's a tedious thing, but you don't get an opportunity to do this very often, maybe once or twice a year. So just take your time with it. Make the process good, make the end product really good. I just take a really sharp knife, go right along the spine, and boom, we got a little fillet. And that's good to throw into the oil tonight, or we can brine that too. So we'll do the same thing on all these fish. All these extra guts, I'm gonna save those for crab bait. Don't worry about those pin bones, you can bite right through those. This big one feels like a female. It's probably got eggs. The eggs are edible, you can fry those up too. All right, y'all, I've been doing this for about 15 minutes. not too long, but these are all the scraps, and that's going for crab bait. All right, this is what I've got for dinner tonight. It may not look like a lot, but I probably filleted about 50 herring. So there's about 100 fillets here. I'm just gonna rinse them off, clean them off, and we're gonna have dinner with that. Now, before I throw these herring fillets into the brine and before I cook them tonight, I'm just gonna give them a good rinse. This will get off any extra blood, any scales, any guts that I don't want. And from my experience, rinsing them with fresh water, and if you're gonna eat them the same day or brine them, no problem at all. For the smoking recipe, I'm gonna do the same thing that I do for salmon, except I don't have as much herring as I do compared to if I were to do salmon. Usually salmon is 1 cup brown sugar, 1/3 cup kosher salt. But since I don't have that much, I'm just gonna kind of cut that recipe in half. So we're gonna do, boom, about 1/4 cup of salt. I'm just gonna put it in a bag, just as we would with salmon. And that might actually be too much, but it depends how much you dilute it also. So we got some brown sugar here, and we're gonna probably just do, why not just do 3/4 of a cup? Not quite in half. Well, why not just do a whole, whatever this is. Yeah. If we pack that down, it's probably about 3/4 of a cup. Put that in there, boom. This is all the herring that I'm gonna do. This is probably about 15 pieces. We can just drop that straight into this mix here. And to mix that salt and brown sugar all up, I've got 3 cups of water. So tomorrow I'm going to do this the same way as I would salmon. I'm going to take it out in the afternoon, let it sit on a tray, and maybe it forms that, sticky layer. After that, we're going to Daniel's house to smoke it probably at 160 degrees for 45 minutes to an hour 20, maybe an hour 30, since these pieces are so thin. All right, give this a try and see if it's good. Put this in the fridge overnight. Continuing the process from yesterday, this is the brine, and now let's check out how these herring look from brining overnight. Similar look as if you were to do a salmon, similar texture also. There we are. Now we're just going to pat both sides dry with a paper towel. Then I'm going to bring it into my garage where it's very cool. Let a fan blow on them for a couple hours, and off we'll go to Daniel with the Traeger. All right, check this out. This is the herring. It's been sitting in my cold garage, and you can tell by the sheen that they are super tacky. So headed over to Daniel's.
Oh.
What's up?
What's up, dude?
Smokers out here?
Yep, right in the back.
All right, so we're gonna do 165 for like 45 minutes, and then we'll try that, and then after that we'll do another 25 minutes and get it a little bit less moist and try it again.
Sounds good to me, man.
I think it's gonna be good.
I think so too, man. How are you imagining this? Is it gonna be crispy?
No.
Like a jerky? No, right?
No. I think
like a moist, flaky still. Well, this might not be flaky.
Well, I think it will be a little bit flaky, especially around the thick part of the fillet.
Yeah. It's actually super thin. I don't think it's gonna take 45 minutes. I think it'll be done, I don't know, in like 25 maybe?
I think so, but 165 is
it's pretty low.
Go in the sauna in that.
Right. Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
That's good, man. All right. Close it up.
All right, it's been 20 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
45.
Yeah.
So just put in some honey, just like I would for salmon. Give it a little sweetness. We know we already got the salt from the overnight brine, the wet brine. Nah, dude, this is gonna be good.
Huh?
I think this is gonna be good.
Yeah. Actually, I like herring.
So we'll do another 25 minutes.
Another 25, yeah.
This has been about 60 minutes. 2 bastes with the honey. Smells a little fishy, but not really. Kind of like salmon, right?
Yeah, it does.
I'm gonna bite the side with no bone.
I'm going in, man. Oh, yeah, lungs in here?
Yeah. I don't know. Pretty salty from the brine. Maybe I added too much salt. A little fishy,
Fishy, for sure.
for sure. Little bony.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's try another piece with no skin. Maybe it was the skin.
You know,
Oh, try with no skin if you can.
I think this would be really good if you dried it out a little more and it was like jerky. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because of the fishiness. But
Okay, then let's let it sit for another
We could.
half hour.
let it sit for a little longer.
Yeah, this was smoked for an extra 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes at 225. And they're looking really good. Let's get a close up if we can, but check it out. And Daniel's gonna put some black pepper on them right now. This black pepper helps the flavor a lot. Not sure what it is about the pepper. Almost brings out the sweetness, doesn't it?
I mean, it gives it some contrast, I think.
That actually looks amazing. The first one was way too moist. That's the moist type texture is kind of how I like my salmon. But this looks great. This looks like jerky.
It does look like jerky.
Yeah. Oh, this looks good, man.
It does look pretty good.
Yep. All right, some black pepper on it.
I definitely like it better than first time we had it.
Yeah, me
Oh,
too.
for sure. I could see this being really good in like a dehydrator to really make it jerky like.
Yeah.
But this is still really good.
I'm gonna try a thicker piece with more meat, but I agree. I would eat this again.
Super healthy snack. A lot of vitamins. A lot of vitamin D.
A lot of calcium from the bones.
A lot of protein too.
That is true. It's a very healthy snack. Do it at 225 for an hour. If you need more time, go for hour 20.
Or dehydrated. So if you want like a very jerky like texture and consistency.
Yeah, and if you can get over the bones, but it all depends how you brine it too. What flavors you put in the brine, what you baste it with after.
It's not bad.
No, I like it a lot.
Pretty good.
I'd give it like a 7.8 out of 10. Maybe an 8.1. 7.8 to an 8.2. That's the range.
I give it a 7.
If we had this on a camping trip, wouldn't you eat it?
Oh, 100%.
And then would you say it's a
100%.
9 out of 10?
Yeah, if it was not, all right,
so
that's different.
see,
You know,
yeah, all right.
I'm at, in the city, I have options for a restaurant.
9 out of
But
10, 8.1 out of 10. And the last one?
I'll take it.
I kind of want it too. I kind of want it too, but all right, I'll let you have it.
You want half, bro?
I'll take a half.